Check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Number 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Over the middle, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
And This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. He's going to air one out. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's the option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20. But, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky. And we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Breida on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
16 yards, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Come to work.
Tua to throw again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch one.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Complete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Tua to try again on second down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start with the option. Quick throw completed by Watson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
By number 11. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
50 set, 19, check 56. Check out, 56, by 56.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Houston.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a toss right side for Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 50.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To try again after the sack. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here I come. 41 Mike.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ian Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Dolphins 28, Texans 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Check 41. You're not ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
13.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out, watch out. Come around, come around.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
To number 37.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the end around, here comes Williams. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. 52 blue. 50, Mike, 50. Pause red. 52.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Okay, on this defense, right there.
Wait. Show it up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.